Bam Okay, so the Mahayana mikpa tse tong dripa tong yekyu tsen du tamke sos mikpa che tong dripa tong yekyu tsen du tamke sos. So Mahayana practitioners has the great the great view or great focusing than Hinayanas. Means that the Hinaya practitioners they focusing by themselves to the free from the liberation. They mainly focusing themselves. Then by Mahayanas they focusing both self and others. And we talk about limitless of the sentient beings. Are they the object or they focusing for them, for their benefits. So therefore the view or the focusing is big different. And then the actual, the practicing, the Vinayas or Vinaya practitioners, they're practicing just for themselves and in order to nirvana, free from the samsara. But Mahayanas, they're practicing for the totally or beyond the nirvana and samsara, and also they mentioned about that, 37 countless eons they are practicing, and 7 countless eons, at least 3 countless eons. So their practicing is much bigger than, higher than Shravakas. And then the wisdom of the what is called this Hinayanas, they do understand totally selflessness, but they do not understand the selflessness or selflessness and phenomenallessness. I think maybe they talk about something like that. Self and phenomenal are essenceless if they don't understand, they don't have that kind of wisdom. So therefore, Mahayana practitioners' wisdom is also much higher than Vinayas. And then diligent, or the diligent was one thing. Diligent, the 3 countless, 7 countless, as well as 33 countless, they're practicing with diligently. So those are this kind of diligent is long diligent they don't have. Then the skillful means, also Mahayana has great skillful means, such like we say this rejoicing or 7 branch practice, and also their skill is much higher and profound than Vinayas. So therefore, then when you have become enlightened, and their activity is also much more bigger. So therefore, the Mahayana has like many extraordinary qualities. The man is the bodhicitta, so its bodhicitta is really very important. So everyone try to generate the bodhicitta, and with that, then today you are listening teaching on the great professions. So great profession means actually that, when we say in the Sutayana, we talk about Buddha nature, but in the Dzogchen teaching, that mind is the great profession. Mind is the Buddha. Mind is the ground, the path, the result. So therefore, greatly complete within our this mind. So whoever the resting in the natural or nature of mind, that is the actually great profession. So this book, they express how to resting in the nature of mind. So therefore, the book is called great profession. So the real great profession is our nature of the mind. Whatever they express, they call the book of the great profession. Whoever practicing on the path, that we can call great practitioners. Whoever reach in that, then we call the Buddha, great Buddha. So therefore, today we are listening on that book, which we are practicing ourselves, the great profession. And this book has the 13 chapters, so we are now 8 chapters, and 8 chapters has main 3 subjects. So we are on the 3rd one, and then 3rd one has 10 lists. Or 3rd one, what is called this? The second has 10 lists. Or 10 subheading, whatever we call. So today we are 10th, and then 10th one has main 3 subjects. So we are today 2nd. So this morning we talk about all this first one, and now we are on the 2nd list. It says teaching of appearance as unborn, the explanation of Panjana itself. So whatever appearance are unborn. That yesterday also I mentioned of the one quotation from the Guyaga Batentic, and arising itself is not arising. Whatever appears moon in the water is there's no moon. So we have to know whatever you deem, while you are dreaming, there's no such elephants and so on and so forth. You know, if you're dreaming elephant, dreaming you are joy with your friend, but while they have dreaming, there's no such like that. So similarity, all whatever appears, and just we, our mind, we just call this white, black, and so on and so forth. So that's why also we call kuntak, kuntak. Sometimes the translation like imagine. So whatever, so the whatever appears, the reality not same as what you see, what you hear. So therefore, they're talking about unborn. Appearances as unborn. So, dhyana te telan pepe ten shidab nishe banas. Okay, as for the meaning resolved by that, so the firstly we're talking about the treasures. So treasures that like first they're talking about keys. Now they're talking about treasures. Now they're talking about the wisdoms, wisdoms. Nondo doni maki zunyejen ngowo mela nato nawate ronjan tabe tende tonina mane chogo komponye the rest. These appearances have been unborn primordially, being without an essence. They are like reflections. Nevertheless, they still appear as verity, having seen the pure nature in the interdependence. Interdependence. Okay, we quickly contact the highest level of non-duality. If we understand that, sorry. Okay, so here what the exactly meaning is here. So whatever appears, the primordially reality, there's nothing arises, yet it is reflection, like your face on the mirrors. So therefore, there's no such essence, but there's various things. So one of the Tibetan master says, why this is various appear? Because of the essenceless, because of the emptiness. So Mavon Rinpoche says, if there is no emptiness, if these are the not emptiness, it cannot be various things. So therefore, what the various appears, because that is the emptiness. So that's why this above the teaching says, those who are okay with emptiness, and they will be okay for everything. Who are not okay with emptiness, they won't be anything okay. So similarity. Various appear, because of that there is no essence, okay? So therefore, whoever understood that nature is pure or emptiness, and then same time the understand the appearances, understand like interdependence, then you will be quickly contact the highest level on the I don't know, no darling or something. Contact or attend is at the same. The Shanong choose no what the chewing on the Dawasha with Zunyantar, Novamela, not to know any days, then on Chamber's commentary. All the appearances of outer and inner dharmas are like the reflection of the moon arising in water. So therefore, what has no essence appears as verity. So we can see water, earth, and etc., and beings realms, whatever appearances are, the essence is pure. So therefore, sentient beings can be attained enlightenment. Therefore, we call all these appearances by the habitual tendencies. Therefore, this can be removed, and so on and so forth. Okay, things on Jarboli. And then you could use one quotation from Raja Samadhi or Samadhi Raja. Raja is king. Chitran Semo Che Dawata, Tonji Nyoba Meban. So Nongyong. Chidar Tongwe. So then Himbo me. Chunan Tam the Tajin Shibajisi. When the night they seem to be moon in water, though this appears in clearly or clear and uncontrollable legs, the moon is water are totally empty. Never ever even close to be there. So I don't know this hello. What is hello? Hello is what? Empty. Oh, empty and essenceless. Why you don't use empty then? Okay. All dhammas means all phenomena should be known to be like that. Not only the moon in the water, but also our Longchen in the preliminary, they also, the Bodhicitta mentor also saying same things here, meanings. Shibusaji is again Longchen Pass now commentary. And Kondi Jichu Tam the Rongchen Meba Shibashini, Nyamba Jagu. The meditate like that, like the nature is essenceless, appearance is just only appearance, when the circumstances appear. So if we practice like that, so then we have not much bother of the even big problems, or we are not jumping up in even your good happiness, because those are just relative, those are just circumstances, like a rainbow, like water in moon. So there's no worthy of the jumping or sufferings, jumping up and sufferings, okay? Knowing Dharma, or knowing Dharmas of samsara, so this also means the phenomena of the samsara and the nirvana, the natureless. And Shintasu no melancholy rikpa nila, sem todo meba yanas. Then how we need to meditate? That, it is meditate like that. Now they are teach us how to meditate. Things appearance, whatever appearancing as external, like verity of the actually or verity actually within the inside of the non-existent arising, the mind lets the two rest without emanation and gathering, not perceiving and dharma other than that. Okay, this is maybe a little bit kind of unclear, I think. But what here says, whatever external appearances, that are also just appearances without any essence. Similarity also the mind, what we think, what we, when we say appearances, then they should have mind, right? Mind, in this mind we are appearances. So therefore, now they're talking about mind itself, and non-melancholy. Mind, the luminosity, also essenceless. There's no such really mind who are kind of perceiving, who are like holding of the disappearances, no such like that kind of mind. So therefore, the insight non-existing arising means like the arising without any essence, the mind also. So therefore, these two object and in the subject, normally we think also the mind is existing, and we think this object is existing. So therefore, then mind kind of make also link these two things, and then we are holding good and bad and so on and so forth. But now here what they're saying is that we should also not engage it, not emanation. It says emanation without emanation or gathers, means that the object is also essenceless and the subject mind is not also essenceless. The Rigpa itself is totally free from the all kind of elaborated. So Yitsa may be saying no chunam go jitsawa. So the rootless of the mind is the root of the all phenomena. So similarly, the rootless of this mind, we should not kind of move or gather or whatever, So therefore, here says that perceiving, I think not perceiving any dharma other than that means just resting, not focusing, not things. Even the mental should be rest. And the mind enters into the sky-like state, and that they call, I think, without any focusing, without any movement. Here they're talking about emanation and gathering. It means actually, normally we are sending our thoughts and we try to collecting our thoughts. So we thought this kind of sending thoughts and collecting. So, okay, please. So that is they call without emanation and gathers, or without rest or gathers, and one things, other things without any conceptualizations, the perceiving any dharma other than that, the mind into the sky like state, nangataving on the lun jupas, nippy ings. Then this absolute space of subsidy is the perfection of the paranjanas. Nangataving on the loy jupa nippy ings. So here also says this one thing maybe I don't see here, but they says that when the movement of the mind, when they dissolve, then that we call the Dhammakaya, or absolute truth. Says Dhammata, or absolute truth. And as well as you can call that is the Panja Paramita. So Panja Paramita means that we are really go beyond the all conceptualizations, with the rest in the natural state, and that is we call Panja Paramitas. So in order to happen that, firstly we have to know the essenceless of the object. That is very important. So as I mentioned, if we have more component of the essenceless of the object, then another things, without appearances, without object, then mind, we cannot really say this mind, Mind is very much dependent on the object. So therefore, here also Bodhicitta Avataya says, at the time when things as well as non-things do not exist at all before the mind, at the without phenomena as other, without concept, there is perfection peace. The first, we are analyzing of the all things and non-things exist or not exist, and so on and so forth. So we say all phenomena are emptiness. So that time mainly we focus on the object. So we know that do not exist at all. The first. And then second is then also, then there's no such really object. So therefore, there's no such focusing, no such mental movement. So therefore, they are talking about without conceptual, there's peace, there's perfect peace. And then Saraha. Saraha is one of the Pentutas from Nalanda University and one of the Nagarjuna's teacher. So Gamja later we Ngola Moyo Gambata. So we talk about meditation. So meditation is just name, it is just a name. When you are free from the meditator and meditation, and then, of course, then there's no movement. So that we just giving name as meditation. Only Yula made the Shajachis. So therefore, mind does not exist, and Mahamudra. So maybe the Mahamudra means that you are the actually here meaning is Mahamudra meaning is that we need to go beyond this meditator and meditation, and the totally free from this conceptualization or not moving of the mind that we call Mahamudra, okay, that we call Mahamudra, Shajaches, and in that way, we don't really necessarily kind of hope to obtain some kind of a result, and we also not fear to losing something, because there's no such really we need to kind of add, or there's no way to we are falling into. And there's no such you need to gain some new things. That what we need is, the really needed is that we have to resting in the right place. So that is the call Mahamudra and Reva Konlang or Reva Mrs. This has no hope of any kind of creations, because you know that resting the right place is the everything. Then I think there's then Dodejinli, and again there's two sentences missing. Looks like what I says in my book. So two sentences missing is that relation of the two of excellent knowledgeable dependent upon the samadhi of meditation. So it says Hija yung the ranamje tingenzan la temba tons. So having the knowledge, or having the two excellent knowledge of the wisdom to the knowledgeable, then we have to rely on the meditation, dependent upon the samadhi of the meditation. So the samadhi meditation, why after right way they we talk about the Panchaparamita from the samadhi, because samadhi is like cause, main cause. So therefore things are like that. And and then they said we are completely free from all the kilasha. This well explained as nurturing paranjans. So thing is, so knowing of the all knowledgeable is based on the meditation. So knowing of the all excellent knowledgeable means true nature of the phenomena. In order to knowing that, we need to rely on the samadhis, and then samadhi can remove of the all our negative emotions, shandatos. And then there you finding the true wisdom. And that is the one of the excellent of the all phenomena. The wisdom is excellent of the all phenomena. Tera layo tenamso hira tenda yonshini kibi yonda drapa yes. Tera layo tenamso. So therefore the hirap is the excellent, and here says the highest dhamma of the creation. The existence of this is said to be threefold. So there are three kind of wisdoms: listening, reflection, and meditations. Having completed know this kind of paranjana, so through the three way to the collection of increasing of the wisdom, or the establish it through the three ways, the Panchaparamitas, capable ones establish it realities. And then now they're talking about they're talking about essence of the wisdom. The essence is that knowledgeables are realized. That means that they're talking about wisdom. Essence of the wisdom is knowledgeables are realized. The cause dependent on the samadhi, and the result of fruition is we are liberated from the kilashas. Then here says Panchaparamita Sankaya Gatha says Hirap Jin Chujirong Jin Yongshini Kanso Malu Pale Yongda Dawanjur. When by Panchaparamita the nature of phenomena is totally known, we are completely and truly released from the threefold worlds. The threefold world It's form, formless, and desire worlds. They're called threefold worlds. Okay, that one yours. And then he saw, and then Helena saw tabadon, chu leopard heni tesam chubawas. And then action is pure harming. I don't know, pure harming is. Pure harming is what? Oh, free of harm. Oh, okay. Action is free of harm. Healing, I think they so what tauba. Free, pure of harm. Sorry, does not say pure of harm. What is that?
It sounds like it's free of harming, but it says pure of harming, so I'm not sure.
Okay, okay. Healing so what tauba dong. That maybe we can see a little bit. Healing, chu leopard healing tesam chuba was. Healing, so I think maybe this Tibet word soba is more leaf, leaf purely, something like that. Healing, leaf pure. And then also cutting off the dots, pure harming, if does make any sense. And also they say soba is leaf, pure leaf or something like that. So hirap soba, so man like you are live on the wisdom, so therefore maybe pure. Kilin soba tabadong. And then after the Dharma has been well explained, dots are cut off. The same text. So the head bore of human beings, when he trains the precious will, teach Dharma to begin to beings to that pain will be, I think, exhausted. Why we call live pure? Because there's no pains, I think. Jesus, then shirap the the quality they're talking about as the quality by Paranjana we reach the city of liberations. And then if your deviations are, this already have been told up there, hearing, contemplating and meditating. Contemplating and meditating. Or then there's another way we say the preliminary man body, the man, or then post meditation of the samadhis. So this is not actually post but conclusion, maybe that is more. That the preliminary man and conclusion of the meditation of samadhi are these three also, the paranjanas. That you will gain paranjana through that. So therefore, the three kind of paranjanas. And then he says, as the virtue or quality, the more they're talking about quality, okay, whoever have this paranjana, and then what kind of quality is here, Jalvasina Tenya Hija Koyan Tada Namgan His Yangan de Lao Loi Chara Makin Kova Menjugus Hirab Niji Tenichon Hiva Tamja Honjasan Lako Hira Yaki Yon Chion Sambin on the Mazajas. The Buddha's children's non all aspect of what phenomena are Jalvasina Tada His. And they even mentioned that they have passed beyond suffering and that they are the return where attach of mind does not arise at all. What that means? So it's talking about here because of the wisdoms. There are even no, here says, even no desire to the nirvana. So therefore, how they have designed to the samsara, that was they're talking about in Tibetan, but I can't find exactly in English. I don't know they're telling like that or not. So here says those great who have the knowledge ones, and they don't have any design to the the mind doesn't have any design to the even nirvanas. There's no question of the design to the samsara. So therefore, hira tenyit and by that the wisdom of Paranjana being completely grasped, we are inexhaustibly established in pure works. Hira tenyit in hiwatamja hyongju samla goods. So the grasping, I think grasping means like more the bring, completely wisdom. I say being completely grasping, we are an exit established the pure words. Sorry.
By the wisdom of Prajna, the second sentence of the summary.
Second.
Sentence of the summary, it's already moved on to 6C. It's missing.
Missing something.
Yeah, a heading in the first sentence.
Okay, what is missing?
6C is the summary of Prajna.
Oh yeah, this will not happen. I will come.
No, they made a mistake. Does not arise after all. Question mark is the end.
The C is before by the wisdom of Prajna.
Yes.
The title C possess Prajna. This is now before the by the wisdom of Prajna.
No, that couldn't be by before. But I'm talking by the wisdom of Prajna being completely graspy, and we are unexhaustable established in the pure words. We thought Prajna we will not have the good fortune of liberations. So we thought Pranjan Shirab no dena toba toba denya kiba dembana. Shirab denya ji no kiba tamja hyongje sanla kos. Okay. Shirab yehi ji yon sumbe jiten tanda maze ya ji sos. By the wisdom Panjabrahma, the complete grasp we are traffic. Okay. Then Shirab no dena toba toba denya dembana. So what was now you says?
The end of the 6B section is the sentence that ends with does not arise at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then instead of going straight to by the wisdom, there should have 6C summary of Prajna, and then by the same Prajna, all beings are established in the three enlightenments of body, speech, and mind, by the wisdom of Prajna being completely grasped. Yeah. It looks like the sentences go together, but between the sentences there should be a heading.
Beyond suffering, and that they are the return where attachment of the mind does not arise at all. Okay. I think this one is wrong. This new one is wrong. Okay, because this new one has also this missing of this, because in Tibetan there's 4 sentences. So it looks like, I think, by the wisdom Panjaparadama, the complete grasp, we are unexhaustibly established in the pure realms. And until that is the correct of the Tibetan. Then we thought Panjaparamita, we will not have the good fortune of liberation. So now this, I don't know where they came. So somehow, but now maybe this indirectly, indirectly, Shirap no, they are not Tovato Biteniche but Embas. And we thought Pranja will not have the good fortune of the liberations. Shirap no, they are not Tovato but here Tibet what says, if you have the wisdom and there is the liberations. So maybe this the like kind of subheading, this letter. without Panjana we will not have the good fortune of the liberation. So what I put here Tibetan is this like this list, and this list says if you have wisdom and there is liberation, obtain liberation. So therefore they explain, generate of the wisdom. That was in this Tibetan says. So here I'm missing, not other one, okay? Because this sentence, each parameters have similar the same sentence. You can also say others. So as I mentioned, always he put pure words, but I think in my opinion it's words. Words means all sentient beings, or all worlds, or something like that. And then next is now they are more talking about you should have the wisdom, because without wisdom there is no way to liberations. Hirap demba taji toronjete cheta tula menji tapa yins. Hirap mena taji chinjete men ned soma dongwa yin teje nilu toba hirap yes. So having pranjana, we will be set free of upaya. And just as saying a mantra can stop the action of poisons, if there is no pranjana, an upaya will put us on bondage, tormenting us like a medicine that itself became a disease. Therefore arose the panja that see the natural state. So what they're talking is, without wisdom, even we do have some methods, it doesn't work, There's hirap them but tolerances. If we have enough wisdom, then the also methods are really helpful. Methods are great helpful. So if, for examples, he says, for examples, even the poisonous, if you use, like method of the mentors and so on and so forth, it can be, like skewed. So medicine itself actually poisonous, but if you use the wisdom, then that poisonous also you can use as medicine. So it's similarity you're talking. If there's no wisdom such, then the methods can be just only bondage for us into the samsara. So therefore, the all Buddha's paths are actually method. But because that method is very much dependent on your wisdom, so therefore we have many kind of paths according to the wisdom. So if there's not necessarily wisdom, then one method it should go to everywhere. But it doesn't work because the method is very much rely on your wisdom. So here they're talking about wisdom is very important. So therefore, he says we should generate, therefore arose the pranjana, the see the natural state. Then here they put one quotation. Hiraton demba namna taji tolos. It is Kashyapa. Those who possess pranjana are complete liberated by upayas, and who are not wisdom, or Hirapno Mademba namna taji of Chingwajiros. Those who do not possess pranjana are complete bound by upaya. So therefore, wisdom is very important. And then next is Tohazos. The Tohazole, Niji Tongder, Tongba Niji Kong, Tina Lancho Nyeba Mayano, and the Niji Mbashi Ganayo, Kovandini, Tava Tobmanja, Konda Nimbo Yoa, Nibate, Kova Maninyang and Demani. These are the also wonderful words. Those who dwell in emptiness, separate from compassion, never will attain the path of supremacy. Supremacy. What is supremacy? Okay. But those who meditate upon only compassion or compassion only, and then these two abide in samsara without gaining liberation. So therefore, what you need is those who are able to bring together both of these. Have an a body in neither samsara and nirvanas. So therefore, in this case, the compassion is more methods, and then seeing of emptiness is more wisdom. So neither of one doesn't work, but if you put together the right moment and right qualities, then it will be fine. Lumbo kongi jinjirba kebateo nyedotros, and also by the which are the chain for binding fools, but capable ones are quickly liberated. Jesus te the chutam je rongjin hini rather bena near the tortoise, and he says knowing the nature of the all phenomena. If we strive to the utmost, then we will quickly be liberated. And then again he put one quotation from Sutta teaching, and this quotation name is Noble Sutta teaching at the setting out of the armor. Papa Kosha Kopendole and Kon la Shiva meba Gaba meba Henda, Sabe Tongba Ninji Chun the Nanden Chemboto, Sendu Jiyonsa Daba Hiena, near the Shonja Sembe Chuji England, Kebaton, Zondon Papa, Pusum Sobano, Lana meba Chuyonsa Daba Tojings, and he says, there's missing? Sorry that this year really a little bit missing, too missing. Okay. So those okay, those who with great earnestness and exertion fully practice this Dharma unborn, unceasing, and what is called utterly, sorry? Utterly performed emptiness will quickly become conversant with the Dhammadat of the Bodhisattvas. That was missing. They will have perfect retention of confident speech, completely gather the unsurpassable Dhammas. And then then they're talking about the praise by the Buddhas. The completely gather the unsurpassable dharmas, and the praise by the Buddhas. Maybe something missing here, I think. Those perfect. Okay, here what they to quickly the convince the Bodhisattvas. Perfect, what is a retention? Retentions. Sorry? Retention is remembering. Okay. Oh, right. Retentions are remembering. Okay. Retention and confident and fearless. I think I always say Papa is fearless. Okay. Then it's okay. Then it's only praised by the Buddha, Bhangavatis, and abide in complete pure disciplines. And same time having attained complete pure patience. And Lanamepa Sendrus, then they have also inseparable extensions, as well meditation without concessions, and the great Paranjana and they will quickly become completely enlightenment. Enlightened by being in the heart of the enlightenment with their prosolar, what is prosolar? Okay, when you became, then being in the heart of enlightenment, then they will born by the four great kings, they will be supplicated to train the wheel of Dharma. So and then produce the great light for gods and human beings or human beings. Right. Uh, they will fully establish them in enlightenment. Okay, that was the result of that, not result, but they're talking about the, if you have the wisdom, then you will have all six parameters, and therefore, and you will have also method, you will have compassion, you can go beyond the nirvana and samsara, and so on and so forth. So now the seventh is like more summarize of the all six parameters. Seventh is summarize of the more six parameters. Tana tamche judavanas. Now for the concluding summarize of all these six parameters, from generosity to the paranjana. And then root text says, Paro himba tu la hyopadana yimi hewe chejin hipadkya kosomado gave soniji jalvi komo hewa topanjurus. When we are in the practice of the six parameters, we should know that we are being like illusion. The practitioner should have to know as illusion. There, with threefold non-concept in the regarding to the actions, and by the goodness of the two accumulations, like more, for example, generosity, ethic, patience, collecting of the accumulated merit, meditation, and wisdom, the paranjana's accumulation of the wisdoms, and then diligent helps to both. So therefore, goodness of two accumulations, we gain the, and because of that, then we will also peaceful level of the victory ones. Peaceful level of the victory ones. So the part of the Shimba to be Gewa Konglaon, Shepapo, Danya, Shalvi Ye, Shibe Gewa Sum, Sheduni, Demba Marabas, and then here again missing. So the missing parts are here. Amazing bonsai. So from the moment of the performing them without attachment to threefold, to existence of the ego of the door, an object receiving and the actions, and the virtue actions, and with the attitude the action is like emanation or illusion, we will quickly attain the Buddhahood. The one of the most important is while we are practicing of the six parameters, we should have already either intellectually or directly need know that other like illusory. When they have the mind only and Madhyamaka, they are debating. Mind only says, without this momentary of the consciousness, then there will be no such like who are really purifying, no such like way to purifying, no such like attain enlightenment, no such like helping to others, and so on and so forth. Mind only school says like that. But then Madhyamaka says that if you have such like that momentary of consciousness, permanently, absolute, then it cannot be changed. So therefore, that cannot be enlightenment. Therefore, that cannot be also give any benefit to others. Therefore, that never become enlightened, and so on and so forth. So then, Madhyamaka says that for Madhyamaka, whatever appears are like illusory, like this rainbow and etc. So therefore, when the circumstance there, it will appear. So yesterday, maybe they talk about the 10 beings or sentient beings merit, and then Buddha compassion, when they link, then Buddha activity appear, and they help. and they will be also help to wake up. So similarly, when we are doing such these things, so we have to also understand that way, whatever object of your action, action of your virtue, and who are acting, all these things, whenever we do, we have to train like without any clingings, so like more, here says the elimination or marriage and etc. And if it does that, then it will be quickly enlightenment. And then if someone, here says also someone, here with the attitude that action is like emanation or illusion, and then we will quickly attain Buddhahood. And indirectly, what we need to understand is that if we doing all things, we strongly clinging, like I am, I done this, this is my merit, that is I dedicate, and so on and so forth. If we have too much clinging, what we are doing, then those will be take long time to enlightenment. So therefore, whatever we does, the positive actions, is important to not really clinging, but more dedicate, because actually the all phenomena are the essenceless. Okay, we just only playing or training of our mind with these appearances. So geva kon la geva mami patons. Okay, then here the Conchuton Jindoli, the Sutta of Cloud of the Three Jewels says, whoever does not conceptualize virtue or anything that is done will gather the two accumulation of merit and wisdom with non-conceptual perfection exertion. This should be practiced with the attitude that they are like a mirage as on illusion or emanations. This geva kon mamipa cheda shawa mamipa do yon some bepa mamipa ji sonam do yegi so saba o se te on jima da mi, and then miyo don taja ta we same Jesus the but shaos, maybe something missing or Jesus the but shaos. Okay, maybe not missing anything. Marriage on illusion or emanations, okay? Maybe there's look like a little more, but they don't shirap tawa tajin, tab shofatana, lamla kosa maybe. And this is also very important. If by prajna there is pure view, if pure view with prajna, and by the upaya they are the pure action. By the pure action, and then we will not stray from the path. So many people also can be falling, can be go wrong path, either of the lack of the wisdom, most lack of the wisdom, and also because of the lack of the wisdom, then we use also wrong methods, and then we are stray from the path. Kosa maybe. And flawless Buddhahood, I don't know, this flawless Buddhahood will be established. Okay, flawless means like no effort. Sorry? No faults. Okay, sonji seme bandages. This is no fault. This says like no effort. Kind of effortlessly. Tibet or the sake is not fault, but sake is more hardship. So there says no hardship. And then Buddhahood will establish it, and on the path, the city of flying in the sky and so forth will be accomplished. So on the path, even you can fly on the sky and etc. when we have the correct prajanas and action or methods or upayas, then there's no such hardship into enlightenment. And during the path also you can accomplish of the siddhis, which that you can flying on the sky, moving in the waters, in the 25 students of the Guru Padma Sambhava, and some of them flying, some of them swimming, some of them eating rocks. They have various kind of siddhis obtained, and through that, and their life was very easy, and the path was also very smooth, and then one life they attained enlightenment. So that is the reason actually in Tibetan become Buddhist country. So Buddhist because of those masters. So here Atya says, "Te tabi mamongi hyoba hyanda tajana goviland mundote oman is rovanjers." Atya says, "Thus, if the view is completely unobscured, view is very important. Like knowing of the all phenomena are primordially unborn and etc. is view." And then as well as the action being completely pure, if we knew the relative, the appearances as like illusion, so then there's no really reason to have bad actions. Normally why we have bad action or bad ethic? Because we think this is really truly exist, I like it. This is something truly exists, I don't like it. So therefore there is desire, therefore there is anger. We are going under the anger and the desires, and that make many mistake of the conduct, mistake of the discipline, mistake of the actions. So if someone see such like everything interdependent origination, everything essenceless, so therefore whatever internally and externally appearances, if we really see as essenceless, so we don't much really care. We are not really follow them. We just more like enjoy with them. Like look at the rainbow, not try to find rainbow and put in the bag and bring into your home. We never think that, right? So therefore we just enjoy, right? So if we become we know the relatives like rainbow, then there's no such you need to do these kind of things. So therefore there's no faults. So therefore it's kind of pure. So these two way, and then we will not go up on the path of staying, but we'll go instead on the place of the akanishita. Akanishita, right? Akanishita. So that was now the main topic of or concluded main topic of the 8th chapter. So now the end, the dedication of the chapter. So each chapter has that root dedication words and also commentary dedications. So now they're talking about root 1. Teta geletonji yembari dosen from lotok letonde sibini so always rampombe surbe rampombe to be sanitary also things. Thus by the rain that falls from this good and auspicious clouders, good and auspicious clouders, and the crop of sanity tourists within the mind of beings. Again, so when the clouders appear, then what will appear is that then also rains will appear. When the rains appear, then all grass, flower, and formers, these seeds will appear. So that way, then they will remove of the poorness. In the early time, they're very much dependent on this farmer, these growings. So similarity here, they're talking about in impoverished by the host of the evil of samsara, and may the awareness of mind today be brought to the rest. So here also they are talking about here talking about that our pure mind, totally pure mind, has the kind of the temporarily of the fault of the samsara. So through the virtue of this virtue, they're talking about the pure mind is example of the like flowers, or like the what is called this like barley, or these kind of things. And then the virtue of this teaching is like clouders. And when these two come, and then the fault of the samsara, or then they're talking about power, I think, poor, it will be removed. And that way you can resting in the natural state. Anyway, now here the commentary by himself. Lodu tong hin tama mebe kain taba gave it not the children to take this. The virtue, root of the understanding, and the pure aspect of the spotless field. By Longchen by him has like this, arising as the natural state. Natural state peel up into thick clouds, they just like ponds, by the cooling rain of Dharma Amrita from the Longchen Pass, this understanding of the the mind, or from his wisdom, and continuously falling for the all beings. Continuously all beings. And then when the harvest of the exertion of the supreme virtue of the holy Dharma has been established, many of providing samsara with all the suffering of providing mentality be pacified. Okay? Chujin chaji ba sama de jam tabe heg tambe chu ra gewala yobe loto tum ni heg tambe when the harvest, what means harvest? Harvest of exertion of the supreme virtue of the holy Dharma has been established. Chusha Radha Sulvi Desajim Baba Tagis, and then and may the providing of samsara with all its suffering of providing mentality be pacified. Anyway, the Amrita of the Dharma teaching of the rainings to come to the mind of the sentient beings. Then the Dharma, the virtue of the fruits are arised. So that way may be satisfied by the virtue of the essence of enlightenment, may the awareness to ease. Okay, so there's something little bit missing here, but they're talking about just pontually where the great omniscient of the Longchenpa's mind, like a spotless of the sky, and from that his compassionate of the then cloud is there, and then that cloud gives the Amrita of nectar of this teaching to the mind of the sentient beings. So mind of the sentient beings also has the virtue of the different fruits, and same time remove of the all fullness of the samsaric such sufferings and etc. become pacified and bring into essence of the bodhicitta or Buddhahood and resting in that way and the dedication words. And then here, continuously the commentary kind of recall, I think just some kind of summarize of the teachings or whatever you can call. Dunga mesu dongwin jitendo chusha tme this jempabe rogan semje tamba ratoni surje yeki jento tobasho. So in samsara, the suffering, right? So therefore, in the host of tormenting fire of suffering of this world, we do have fire of suffering, okay? Such like jealous, pride, anger, and so on and so forth. The mind is totally burning. So, by the continued falling rain of the Dharma Amrita, such like what we told here, then after all, and being have realized the absolute mind, the mind really, what appearance of this inside mind is not really mind. What appearance of this object are not really like that, and those are the way realized through these teachings. So therefore, cooler and refreshed our mind may attain the ocean of the wisdoms. And that is kind of dedication. And then yaten pimi kongwa zipin so sadon lamji ngomu nyetenji paro shindu allan chenje yo soni chede jechen shobasho. In this beautiful ocean of Buddha quality lotus, you can say that this teaching also like that, the really mind is like that, and also eventually we talk about Buddhahood, it must be like this. So therefore, the beautiful ocean of Buddha quality lotus rely with devoted joy upon the path of the boomings. So in order to that, then what we need devotion, we need to also the paths, we need boomings, we have to rely on the boomings, we have to rely on the paths, and etc. And then when you are on the path, when you are on the boomings, when you have really devotion on the path, then what we need to do is we need to do such the two accumulation merits and 6 parameters. And those are the main job on the path and the boomings. So, and through that, then we will also obtain the beautiful ocean of Buddha qualities of the lotus. May swim the vast sea of these two accumulations, or that more like I think they're talking about into the path of the, their wish was more like, the path of the booming and path, accumulation merit, and etc. And then maybe there's one missing, I think. But maybe here also missing then, looks like. Beautiful, having seen, yeah, there is also missing. During Tonta Meni, Yondon, Subinko, Gemban Chandid, Toma Dunga, Mumbu Donga, Dog David, so here says that the beginningless of the long time, we are again in the 3 realms of the samsara, wandered into 3 realms of the samsara. Tome Dungamos, immeasurable, inconceivable sufferings we are taking, we are suffering. So now, Longchenpa says, his virtue and all those are the obtained the Buddhahood of the great blessed, and that was the meaning of that. Then having seen all dharmas to be like dream and illusion, may the mind attach to the true existence as vanish it. So this is the very important. If you really see like dream and illusions, the great benefit is that we will, vanish of our attachment, our clinging, our craving, and etc. So Trunding only, all things are like emanation or illusion, and from the within the state of the like on illusion or emanation, and then you can accumulate merit. They said, may the good accumulation merit is produced, and through that, may the phenomenal world, samsara, nirvana, be purifying in overrushing unities, and that is the now the this commentary's dedication. So that way, I think we are concluded of our third year teachings. The third year teaching conclusion means that we concluded big things. So the sutta parts are already concluded, but also we concluded third year. So it means now only 2 years left. So I think normally if you cross the more than half, then really you should be also more kind of little you need strength to be completed. If you walk the mountains, if you nearly feel that you are above, even you are very tight, but we can bear, we can maybe use more faster, and to go up, even though you are very tight. So similarity, so we already crossed to our third years, and I think you are really very fortunate, very, very fortunate, and I myself also think I'm really fortunate to hear of this kind of knowledge, and also myself learn a lot of things, when I'm teaching and when I, do these things. So it's for myself also fortunate, and also we are collect of the many fortunate during the listening, during the teaching, during the thinking. So therefore, so we have to also dedicate to the all mother sentient beings, all through this our virtue collection, fortunate collection, and so on and so forth. Then other things that I forgot to tell, there's now the wisdom publication, they wish to make book our teaching. They make 5 books on our 5 years course. So I think it's quite big job and big things also. So in order to happening that become book is from our side, what we need to do is that they will, of course we have to give all our materials to them, and then they will transcribe all my teachings on the paper, and then they're sending to us, and then we need to check that meanings is there something wrong, or if you want to change a little bit orderings, whatever. But he says that they talk about, I think, brush English or something, like cleaning English or whatever final English things they will do. And of course also they will sending the final, they will send it to us also once more, and then if we say now it's correct, so they will do then print it. So therefore they are already started, and then you got emails last year or I think this last winter that I asked to if someone interesting to helping, or correction what their transcriptions, and then we got 2 answers that Patricia and Marian, they can help out of this, but then the end maybe only one person left. so now it's Patricia doing, but only 6 pages done so far. Yeah, most difficult ones he done already, but that was around 6 or 7 or maybe not more than 10 pages. So now this year, Elena also offer us to do these things with Patricia. So I think it will be. I'm not sure. Of course, these 5 books. You know, it's now we are working on first book. So they already sent like 2 chapters, and now third chapter will be coming on the middle of the August. And they are quite faster, but we have to also concerning. So what I thought is also, of course, I will also concerning the helping the Patricia and Elena's. Maybe now 1 year, maybe 2 people do correction. It should be okay. But maybe in future we need some helps, or that is not really also help, but if same time also you can study, really kind of, that is also one kind of way to good learn, you know, if you are correction, if you are looked at something carefully, really mind there, it's big job, but same time it's also good way to learn. And then also we are translated this to the Finnish, so I don't know where she is now, but somehow something we are doing for this book, and but we are will doing based on the book. So there's like Longchenpa's book, but now the wisdom publication they will kind of make book on my teaching on this. So that is something like it's kind of new things happening. They do translate it now, root text or short commentary and etc., but not really commentary like detailed commentaries. So something from our effort can be also benefit for limitless sentient beings or many sentient beings at least. So those are the all came together of our circumstances, not only not only yours, but all we are together. It's something happening. So I think we kind of have kind of good motivation when we're starting this. So maybe that is the reason it looks like it will coming some good result, or come out good result. So everyone need to support, everyone also need to be unique, and then unique of the mind is very important. Of course, physical unique is maybe not so functioning well sometimes, but I think mental unique is very important, really. So all of us are kind of same view, same wish, and using same method, and try to, you know, really even looking one book, thinking one subject, and all these are the something great kind of the happening, you know, great circumstance. I mean, like we collected all this kind of happening. We collected these circumstances, many lives. So it not often happening. So therefore, there is virtue, there is merit, there is also good result. So we have to, all we need to dedicate, okay? And then moreover, as I mentioned, wherever you are going, whatever you do, we need Dhammic mind. We need to rest Dhammic mind. We need to really like keep on the Dhammic mind, or keep mind as Dharma. So those wherever you are, whatever situations, we have to remember that our direction, our goal, our aim, our wish, you know, those are the important. If we lose one opportunity to thinking of our goal or using of our methods, we are losing something. So therefore, whenever had good circumstances, we should remember all these things, okay? So I guess this year is kind of quite peaceful somehow. Normally I heard afterwards, but Maybe looks like everything is peaceful and everyone is listening very well. So I hope that you also understood well and you will learn well. And then we will see you in next year again, same topic. So that's all. So what is now? Okay. If you have speech, then speech.
Say something in behalf of the organizing team, and hopefully teachings to come and events to come are always more peaceful and giving courage to the listeners and Rinpoche, and lots of thanks to the wonderful teaching that you have been giving now, and more wonderful teachings to come in future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So actually I also have to say thanks to all of you. Really this great support for me. You know, I have able to, read myself at least more than 5 times. So that was really great support. So I'm too much care concerning, you know, each words. Realization I don't have that, you know, I don't have realization, but you know, I really try to hear like actual meaning, you know, like wish that you understand what this book talking. And so all this happening because of you, so I have to say actually thanks. Okay.
I say a few words
Oh.
on behalf of the board. We have now accomplished 3 years of the 5 years, so we are already halfway to enlightenment. And we can see that each year it feels going faster, these 2 weeks, more smooth, less difficulties. We can see that this is an example, or we can see in our life how it was in the teachings that you can, by getting experience, anything can become easier, or will become easier. So this we can see in our own life through this. And on behalf of everyone, all the students, thank you, Rinpoche, very much for this great kindness of these teachings. And
Thank you.
we can see, even just being here for this purpose, there is a change of mind, and how much more it must be if we practice and study well. So I hope that we can all appreciate these teachings by diligent study and practice.
Thank you. Yo den don long chon do dhamma nyen don dhamma nyen je da rumbo je robo basam je yin don je ye ba mame ba ye lo kolo rumbo je novo rumbo je dhamma rumbo je lembo rumbo je Geba Ulama Garam Nozama Gajama Nyama Dava Rumboje De Shole Nambajal La Maya Banjo Basan Soba Mazomba Memba Nanya Dam Mandala I think bring together also, yeah. This mentor, then yeah. Sava Sudame Bayada Sava Karma Sasame Dudma Yurayam Guru Ho Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvada Dubama Samaya Sadhu Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. It's quite hard. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I thought you were gone.
No, stay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
My darling. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, sister. You have to go on and. Okay, thank you very much. Uh-oh. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Oh, sorry. Careful. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. So maybe we should dedicate our normal after teaching dedications. Do everyone have text? Oh, okay, yes. Oh, only happy birthday. Oh, the normal dedicate, okay? Thank you. Ye dam je ze ba nye do na nyi be da nam bon je. Ye ga nan je ba la do ba ye zo ba do ne do wa do ba je ma ye ba nam ye je Nyamba me ba ya gone gonda be ba yo Goze demba don ganya yon la de yen yon va da yen ma le zo za de yon ne nya da zon ji go ba yo Guzman dava la gece zayan lo da me ye yen jendele Nurmu gece la me yen la zen la jubay yo Darjen jeba don sen jen tam je de jen jubar yo nyan don zen Chula yoba yo rongjen denye lanjen dobar yo Yongana yojan dara ganda daja de lore bema rada jeye Sonje damba dajen je bara yo Yalan bula me yoga dambanda jadang gala nyayan yaga yola da yeyo Yonja zamba gonda zaya Ganja Melanda Bayo. Okay. So are you taking group picture?
Shall we take a group picture?
Okay. Everyone is okay? Okay. It fell. Yeah, maybe you can put back. Okay. So like how you prepare? Like I sit or